What can I do to start integrating my own shadow? I feel the darkness, but end up bottling it up. How can I start being more assertive in a controlled manner?
That's exactly how. You can start by being more assertive in a controlled manner. Well, this is a good follow-up question from the last one. What are you mad about? Write it down. And like, be kind of comprehensive about it. Or maybe talk to a friend. I would say write it down, but you can talk to a friend. Write down everything that makes you angry. And you're going to think, well, some of those things that make me angry are stupid. It's like, yeah, probably. That's not the question here. We're not trying to figure out if you're reasonable or not. Of course you're not, because who is? So you're not. So write down everything that makes you angry. Okay, so what'll happen then is you have a comprehensive list of what makes you angry, and the first thing that you'll figure out is that some of those things just shouldn't make you angry. It's like time to grow the hell up, you know, and get over that. But then there's other things on there, and maybe you can talk to someone about that. You think, well, this makes me angry, should it? You talk to someone, they say, no, you should, that's you. You should just grow up. But, you know, so maybe that's 10% of the things that make you angry is just because you're undisciplined. But then there'll be some other things that make you angry because you're being taken advantage of, or you're allowing yourself to be taken advantage of, or you're taking advantage of yourself, or you're not objecting when someone else is asking you to do something you don't really want. Like, there's something going on. And so with those things, you figure out, well, what would you rather have? Like, if you could have what you wanted that wasn't making you angry, what would it be? And so now you know what you want. Well, then you think, well, let's take one of those things that I want and see if I can ask for it. Maybe it's like the person who asked this question, the woman who asked this previous question. Maybe she has to go to her husband and say, look, I need you to spend 15 minutes after dinner with the kids so I can, you know, be alone. Would you do it for 15 minutes? Or 10 minutes, or would you do it for 10 minutes like 3 times a week? You know, you have to negotiate. What's the other person willing to do? You need to know what you want and need, and then you need to communicate it to them, and then you need to negotiate a solution. And that's how you get more assertive. And you start small. You get more assertive by telling the truth, right? That's how. It's like, I'm irritated and annoyed that this isn't happening, and here's something that you could conceivably offer me, and this is what I'm willing to do in return, and could we see if that works? And what's the benefit to them is, well, you're not miserable and passive-aggressive then, you know? It's like, it's not like your partner isn't going to gain from your increment in assertiveness. It's not a zero-sum game. You could both gain, like, truly, because wouldn't it be a lovely marriage if your